Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo matatag, lakad matatag!
Normally,
Okay, so Neon get themselves Void Spirit. Another hero I don't love against the Juggernaut. Fonte, it's a very scary player, and the high ground smoke attempt is gonna connect onto the Marcy, and Marcy, she's mute so she can't scream, and she has an escape. Beautiful rebound, but that does mean Enryu now gets turned on. Sure, you shouldn't have sacked the Marcy there instead, right? You can't just get one creep of experience in the bottom lane whenever you want by going out of your way or whatever, or sacrificing a little bit of farm. You have to wait for the next wave to arrive. If the enemy uses that chance for a kill instead, it's huge. Now Gorilla, they know this, and they are transition level 6 into an early gank, into an early rotation. That's when the Wind Wyvern can catch up to the Void Spirit. And you do have to facilitate a bit of an early kill or an early brawl. And these lanes are fighting a lot. Speaking of which, Dazzle goes on down. Fortune Soul, he is calm and collected on his Bristleback, but knowing what you can and can't do alone isn't enough if there is so much darn damage and freaking lockdown. Now Fortune Soul is gonna feel that lockdown himself. Hammer to follow it up. Dazzle comes in with a heal, but it's not gonna be enough as that Bristleback skill only level 1, and level 1 Bristleback isn't gonna get you through that. Dazzle getting in, and they got 2 cores ahead. The Void Spirit is actually super freaking rich. He's like 200, 300 gold ahead. On top lane though, they do lose Dazzle once again, and this Dawnbreaker, able to make Fortune Soul's life living hell, means this Bristle needs a lot of time to hit his timings, to be a relevant force. At least this time around, he took the damage from the back, because once you get shackled, obviously Dawnbreaker is gonna walk around to your front. Fortune Soul once again gonna drop. That's a mega kill on Dockrest. This Shadow Shaman. Necrophos getting chopped down, will not be able to survive. And this is how you play position 4. Beautifully done. People hate me for playing a really greedy position 4 and fighting a lot and always being like, hey, get me a kill. But that's because if you do get that kill advantage, then you can make plays like this. Then you Necrophos was the first target and definitely the juicier one, but they will be more than satisfied with a Marcy. Press the Omni Slash and down goes the Marcy. Fonte, he is happy about giving up. That's exactly what Juggernaut is capable of though. So excellent play by Gorilla. I really like what they've done to the spot lane. On top, Gorilla are gonna lose their Dawnbreaker without the ultimate. Not all that great of a hero really. Necrophos taken incredibly low, and they will just throw a Winter's Curse. White Chen showing off his damage, and he says thank you for the core kill. Lane hasn't been the greatest, but those kills have. If we look at the net worth, you can see how incredibly rich Shadow Shaman is compared to the other supports. And that incredibly rich Shadow Shaman is now gonna combo up the Void Spirit. Yet another hero counted by... They want the Shadow Shaman. That would be a lot of comeback gold, and this support you may have a chance, but there's the Winter's Curse saying nope. Instead, Marcy gets to help Wind Wyvern kill the Void Spirit. Void Spirit is gonna be fine. Enchantress is post back, has the heal on, but the Reaper Scythe means you are not gonna heal through this one. Void Spirit super low, Marcy as well, both of them able to get out. Necro though, blocked in place, and he does not have a beautiful quick escape like that. Cannot just run himself out of there. And Gorilla, they know full well they need to push the advantage. They want more, they will get more. Dazzle goes on down, and the hard draft has turned into a hard game for Neon. 3-man teleport coming in, catching the Necrophos. Necrophos getting taken low by the Wind Wyvern, and with the help of the Juggernaut, they are gonna finish the kill. SE on the Dazzle, the next victim. Shadow Grave by his teammates some time on the retreat, but that's all you can do. Teleport out successful, and that means the only victim of this gank is gonna be the bottom tier 1 tower. But you can see how ticking down once again, and away he goes. Wicked sick White Chen. This Wind Wyvern mid lane has had so much impact with so few items, and it's such a cheap... I mean, this hero, you need nothing but a Witchblade and TP boost, right? And now you're able to free farm. Necrophos got a nice scythe kill, but a nice scythe kill alone. Even with that Spirit Vessel against all these beefcake heroes, it isn't gonna quite do the trick. Necro, nice save. Shadow Grave as well on the Dazzle. And turnaround, okay, that is Dockrest down. A high value, huge kill, meaning the enemy cannot push quite as well after, but Juggernaut is still there. And he is the carry after all, and not the Shadow Shaman. Work. Even if they're just distracting Necrophos from killing the catapult and killing some of these creeps hitting the catapult, every shot is some extra permanent rax damage. And now the Bristle gets caught as well. Bristle, he's just had an unfortunate game, and the longer it's continued, the longer Gorilla had the lead, the more unfortunate the game went for the Bristleback. So at this point, he's almost not a hero anymore, and has to kind of rely on Necrophos and Marcy to keep him safe. Speaking of Marcy in a lot of trouble with a beautiful Winter's Curse. In comes the Solar Guardian as a follow-up, and the two-man cleanup. GG gets called. Neon, they realize, okay guys, we drafted ourselves in a corner, this is unwinnable. And I mean, we called it from the draft. We said Neon are gonna risk it all. The question is, how is this TA gonna lane? Neon, they seem to have, oh my god, yes! I said it earlier during the first series of the day, how huge Phantom Lancer is against TA, and how you can stop TA's crucial timing. Commit a hero to help her farm it if you need to. Make sure Fonte gets everything he wants, and that Razor has a good game. Don't leave Razor alone. If you need to sack a lane, I guess sacrifice the mid lane here. The White Chance Winter Wyvern, it has had huge impact last game, and with the first blood being secured here, it's gonna have huge impact one more time, though Snapfire did have to take the first blood there. Fires now, and Ryu is getting chased after instead, but... And Ryu, yeah, he should be fine thanks to a little help from a bang. This is space 48 to farm in peace, something she really needs. Oh, and that's the first, no, not the first, but second kill of the game. Nice kill. And we got the impact coming in from the End Creep army, giving PL solo XP while having a Centaur chase down the Razor, annoy him while he's trying to last it. They actually think they may have some kill potential on the Razor. A nice avalanche is gonna slow things down, but Razor gets stunned up, gets taken away. White Chen on the mid lane, meanwhile, got solo killed by Avatar mode with that Queen of Pain ultimate. Accidentally dropped with a nuke range, and that's the thing you get punished for in regards to regen and resources. Now, in comes the Winter Wyvern, immediately gets scouted out by the End Creep though, and that means Phantom Lancer gonna be able to chase the Razor down instead now with a beautiful blowback from that bird, and a toss and the impetus to finish the kill. Making sure you don't give it to Fortune's Soul, that's very important. PL has a Midas queued up, he is going for the late game, and on bottom lane, Fonte now being ran down on the Phantom Assassin with Queen of Pain gang. Both mid laners making sure that the enemy one is struggling, or at least trying to, since Neon three men now rotate over on the bottom lane. Will find a Queen of Pain with an Avalanche plus Toss combo, and that's just an insta kill on Avatar mode, who hasn't quite had the game he wanted to, despite still having a ton of impact and getting a really good early kill with his ultimate onto White Chen. And Ryu now caught as well, didn't quite expect that many people there, and with the triple link he is tanky, but he's not that tanky against Fonte's armor reduction. Fonte, I did warn you, 60-minute blink dagger would still be excellent for a snap. It's gonna make for amazing freaking stuns. And now on the bottom lane where Death Prophet is pushing, we get a mass TP in. and Ryu slowed up, kept in place. In comes Snapfire to help out. Double link, but how much can you really Spirit Siphon? Enough for the Queen of Pain ult to set up a couple of kills perhaps. That is Wai Chen going down. He drops the ultimate on the Queen of Pain, but Queen of Pain really doesn't mind. That's just a free blink cooldown. Mortimer's Kiss come on down, but Fonte has died. That's a huge TA going down as PL has decided to join the fight. He wants more, he will get it. Queen of Pain coming in for the cleanup. Not gonna go after Tiny, doesn't quite have mana to. Tiny was the only... You can use it to push out lanes, get a little bit of split push going, cut creep waves without risk to you. And there's the Blink Echo plus Exorcism. They realize, hey, you know who's the scariest hero in this game right now? It isn't the TA, it's the Wind Wyvern. And after killing off the... Oh, what's that? Razor, you have shown the End Creep who scouted you out. That's gonna be your BKB committed. But Queen of Pain has to use BKB of her own and still gets lots of her damage drained. Razor now scary to fight into. But End Creep lives long enough for the follow-up stun. And now PL trying to use that opportunity to go on in. Kinda awkward with the finish being placed there. Wind is cursed, making PL's life more difficult. He does have a Manta, gonna drop the Manta. Gonna run himself out of there. Turning around onto the Razor now. Razor low health but still alive. The damage drain doing some serious work on Death Prophet. Razor finally dead, but Death Prophet dies to Templar Assassin with the Dezo. TA dies to the Echo coming in, and oh my god, Phantom Assassin, Phantom Lancer, I mean, he gets himself a triple kill. Holy crap, he is bringing the heat. Razor shows up to delay PL, but like I said, he doesn't have an answer to the illusions.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That's a free tier 2, or is it gonna be 3? 3 as 3 people have rotated over to the top lane, and they are gonna commit on the Queen of Pain finally. Queen of Pain, is the damage gonna be enough? Yes it is, just barely. Avatar mode gonna go down, but now PL comes on in as the cleanup squad, getting it. Winter Wyvern over in the trees is gonna melt, and PL turning his ills onto the Razor just to mess with his mana pool a little bit. In comes Dogcrest with a nice avalanche toss, but a nice avalanche toss alone isn't gonna be enough to stop this PL, this beast of a man. PL, he wants to die at this point, but not out of position. Is gonna stand still there to make sure he gets maximum value out of the Aegis. The tower is down. Exorcism. Queen of Pain already chipping away at the Roche. And now PL comes in to help her. Look at that damage. That's pretty good considering all he has is stats. No crits, no nothing. Enchantress gets caught out by the smoke. She was the one to scout things for the team. And the Queen of Pain ultimate is gonna finish Roche. Meaning Phantom Lancer gets himself that Aegis. Wai Chen dies. A Bang dies in return. Razor presses Refresher and he goes ham with the double ultimate. Fortune Soul, can he keep the illusions going to tank up Razor? Looks like he can. Razor forced to teleport out. 2-4-2, but the important thing is they don't have the Aegis. That's what they needed, that's what they wanted to finish. And Spirit Lances. Pretty darn strong. Fortune Soul dies the first time, puts the Midas back in his inventory. But the slow push isn't proceeding as well as Neon would like to. Phantom Lancer, Wind Wyvern ultimated up, chain stun from the Snapfire. Snapfire drops to half health for that one. Dogcrest dies to the Queen of Pain. Now Snap goes down as well as Enchantress finishes the job. Yay, I'm a predator. That's one very, very scary but also cute thing once said. And yeah, how do you answer this? The Illus are already too tanky and too annoying to efficiently kill off. There's the Exorcism as Neon realize, hey guys, all we need is this last lane of Rax and we've won the game besides Snapfire. may only be a support, but it is a support with a huge and important ultimate that you cannot just forgo. Tiny goes on down to Enryu. Last Drax is about to drop, and even if everybody dies now, it's still worth it. Razor gets himself a kill, or, well, Fonte secured it. And now Razor dies for the kill anyhow. Chen goes down to Fortune Soul, and this is what I've been waiting for. Neon, they took their time, they played it carefully, made sure not to overstep their boundaries as there were 1 or 2 pickoffs, and Gorilla stayed calm under pressure for the longest while, but eventually it got too much. Jugger getting last picked by Gorilla. A solid draft.
Choose your hero.
I think the best way for Gorilla to play is get your Juggernaut ahead and then push really freaking hard. Treant. Anyone remember Treant mid? That used to be another hero who would be really good against freaking White Spirit. If only White Spirit had been out, then Bristleback gets 1 first blood, and that's not all. Dogcrest, number 2. I told you guys, there would be quills flying everywhere. And guess what? Dogcrest, he's just got knives after the tower. He's happy with that dive. He's happy with just, you know, getting a full reset. Well, and those little things, I think they are a big reason why Neon are such a liked team. Oh boy. We got another brawl in the top lane. Beastmaster dropping awfully low as a C. But SE still alive. Procs that sidekick to help out Fortune Soul a little bit. If only Fortune Soul could get into right click. And you got a Juggernaut who, while he is sitting on the top of last hits, isn't gonna have the easiest time against both a Bristleback and an Enigma. Those are 2 very cancerous heroes for Juggernaut. Especially those black holes, since pure damage plus being unable to hit back even during the spin with a shard. Until the black hole, it's still a couple of levels. Man, am I gonna be happy when we see the first level 6s come out. And we may very early, as Marcy goes on down, trade it for the Beastmaster once again. Fortune Soul, he is getting quite fat. Though, not the most exciting hero at level 6. It's not like he has a huge and push the advantage too early. Wait for that Bristleback Aghanim to be there. And just chill until then. It's 1 big item to wait for. After that, they can push the aggression non-stop. Though Gorilla, they know Bristleback is farming. They know that a very scary item is probably underway. And with the Omni Slash, they do have enough damage to suddenly kill Enryu. Did require a lot of resources and 4 people to be close to each other. But hey, a kill on the Timber Saw during his power curve is still something you're very happy with. Plus keeping the gold net worth in check is too. Since everything is quiet on the mid front. Eidolon's just scouting and Tiny chasing them off. There's the Winter Wyvern ultimate all of a sudden on the Enigma, coming out with that blink reveal and the bang. He is gonna go down, no black hole. Gets at least a Midnight Pulse down to help out a little bit with his team's damage department. And speaking of damage department, Bristleback, if he gets in range to hit people, he can definitely do some serious damage. That armor. The nasal goo, it's real. -8 armor. Roche. A few more hits are gonna do the trick. Maximum stacks of this nasal goo are the most powerful armor reduction in the game. And guess what? Chen went in to attempt an Aegis steal. He is gonna lose his courier, his Grimstroke, and then his life in that order for that dominating streak. Getting broke by Fortune Soul, who is really happy with some kill streak type of money. Fonte getting ran at, not quite realizing how scary the Bristle is. He stayed, I think, a little too long. Has a healing ward to try and survive. Bristle, though, does not care. Omni Slash. What is he? Why would he care? In comes the Void Spirit, and the backup takes the kill instead. Yeah, this is what you wanted to prevent if you were Gorilla. This is why I said Gorilla needed to push with the Beastmaster more, and shouldn't have waited for the full Helm of the Overlord timing just to get a little bit of tower gold their way. Nice double Winter's Curse. Not quite significant damage, but hey, that is a kill on a bang. Fortune Soul now running in as Marcy is gonna die to the Beastmaster. 1 versus 4. Can Fortune Soul do it? It looks like he can with a little bit of help. Well, 2 versus 4 then. but Avatar Mode says, I got your back, buddy. I'm here to help you out just fine. As is Enryu on his Timbersaw. And Dogcrest as well as the Tiny, both super low health. Avatar Mode manages to get out of Fairy Fire. And the cleanup is there at the cost of Avatar Mode's life still. Maximum value, everybody except Juggernaut dead. Juggernaut now hunting for Timbersaw as the fight hasn't quite ended yet. Dota, thanks for the fight. Neon, they are hungry. Hungry for those juicy kills. And there goes the gang. The trap snaps shut. Winter Wyvern goes down. Beastmaster goes down. 2 for nothing. And a lot of mid-tier 2 damage alongside it.
Dire's turret has been killed.
Dogcrest buying back. Saying, I got this. And he is gonna be opting to be the Silver Edge carrier. If Winter Wyvern was fed, if this Winter Wyvern was more of a core, more of a semi-core, I could totally see this build. I could totally see what they're trying to do here. Like, this is gonna be very hard to make work. White Chen hasn't given up on it though. Starts smacking the Timber in his face, getting him awfully low. With a double damage with Tiny, it's very hard to fight into. But Neon, they know this, and in truth, they are only here for the Rax. That is a 22-minute Rax. And that is gonna be okay. They can't quite kill the Juggernaut thanks to Grimstock ultimate. But guess who is gonna die? The Tiny. Taken apart. Marcy rebounding out of there as Omni Slash comes in. Counter Slash on the Whitesword. Whitesword quite as capable. Will just jump out of the base. Everybody from Neon now has to retreat as they are low health. Timbersaw gets caught on the retreat. Gets tossed back in, and that will at least be 1 kill for the effort. Minute-long fight for Gorilla, and all they get is 1 lousy Timbersaw kill. It should say that on a mug. Or a bumper sticker. I spent very deep smoke forward. And Timbersaw, the only thing he's gonna get in exchange for that dive is gonna be a curse to hit his teammate, double Beastmaster Roar. In comes the Omni Slash Ponte, dishing out damage, but Enryu, he did focus the tank. A Black Hole is there. The Black Hole is interrupted with a silence from the Grimstroke, but it did accomplish quite enough, I think, for Neon, as Bristleback is still chasing people down. Dogcrest manages to get himself out of there, and that YOLO is because he thought he'd survive a little bit longer and didn't quite need to sacrifice the Aegis, I think. White Chen proccing BKB, and 3-man Avalanche coming in. Nice Winter's Curse, turning the fight as Void Spirit goes down for 80 seconds. And with the Grimstroke ultimate, Bristle not able to get anything out of his BKB. Omni Slash on the Bristle, more effects than on the Timber. Although Timber is in a lot of trouble himself, gets tossed now. He is tanking so much magical damage and can tank no more. Neon, they lose 2 people for trying to push high ground. All they get is a little bit of chip damage on the tower and the ranged Rex. And this little game of cat and mouse has lasted so long that Neon have just been sitting on their 5k advantage for a solid 5 minutes now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Timbersaw getting roared up. Beastmaster, he doesn't even care if he's stunned or not, since Timber is just gonna melt. Rip and Ryu. Now we got an Avalanche toss over on the Marcy to just go for the straight up one shot. Boop, you do not get to press a single button, you do not get to move. This is how you smoke ganks, hey Gorilla, as Neon still unable to find a good initiation. And Nigma, he finally has his blink dagger, that means we may see a hole. Not if he gets Winter's Curse and 3-shot though, by his own teammate no less, who now procs the BKB, and the BKB isn't gonna be enough. Fortune Soul is gonna be chopped down. Are Neon gonna get punished for everybody in fighting shape? They are looking. They will find none other than Dogcrest. If they can prevent a good Wind Wyvern's ultimate from coming out, that would be huge. A Bang got killed since the Black Hole is just as huge. He had to buy back. Dogcrest also got killed and has to buy back. No more Winter's Curse. Juggernaut gets a nice 2-man Omni Slash, will kill off the Bristle back with one ultimate. Bristle now buying back. Neon, they realize they just need to throw it out all the bodies. Timbersaw, he dies, he buys back because now you have bought back. Now you do need to benefit of the enemy having no more resources. There is a Black Hole to try and do that, but a Winter's Curse on the Enigma means he is gonna go down. Marcy is gonna go down after that, and now the Bristleback is gonna start getting worked on. White Spirit super low as well, takes fat chunks of damage, and it looks like both sides are equally liberal in using their buybacks. Gorilla buying back who they can, they want to end this game. Other than the Juggernaut, of course. Since, yeah, you can't buy back from Road, even though it says you can. But he does have a buyback still. Should he die another time? Saying that, I cursed him, cast his curse work, he will die another time. And Neon, if you don't kill the Bristlebacks, then they are gonna run over you. Beastmaster gets this post, gets Whirling Death, presses BKB in order to walk out of there. Isn't quite able to turn around though, as the skull bash from Bristleback is shown to matter quite a bit. Bristleback with the BKB also able to just run down the Beastmaster. Beastmaster goes on down, a huge check room comes on out. White Chen, Tiny, he gets torn to shreds. Juggernaut sprinting to winning. Down the Marcy, but is he gonna win? With the Omni Slash, he's gonna try to. Enigma's gonna go down. No Black Hole for the remainder of what could be the entire game. Bristleback, he is left uncontested to push after chasing up the Juggernaut. And decides to just set aside on the Ancient. Through Megas, they say. Get Ancient and GG it. Timbersaw goes down for 2 minutes after that buyback. Neon, you do have to end this right now, right here. He used to help you hit the Ancient a little longer. Nice job on the lockdown from the Void Spirit. You have to keep going like this. Void Spirit offering more lockdown than jumping out. And look at Bristleback just walking circles around the Ancient. This is how you end a game.